Yes, sir. So, bros, it's 2021 December. We still haven't heard anything about Tory Lanez and the Megan Thee Stallion case yet. To this day, like Deontay Wilder, to this day, we haven't heard shit. All the liberal black women on your timeline, in your circle that you're familiar with, they automatically sided with Megan Thee Stallion. They was talking shit about Tory Lanez. All the liberal musicians was talking shit about it, took him off their songs, albums, whatever it is, without hesitation. Didn't do any due diligence or nothing. We still haven't heard shit. They put a gag order on the brother. He couldn't even talk about shit, defend himself or whatnot. Meanwhile, Meg Thee Stallion could do whatever the fuck she wants because that's what's promoted. That's what the agenda is. When you on your timeline, social media and whatnot, girls that you might have even went to high school with, college or whatever, when they were in their prime, they was not talking about race. They was worried about dicks. They was worried about status. They was worried about money, taking trips, for the most part. Nowadays, chicks is getting older. Gravity is hitting harder. They're looking for other ways, any and every way to get attention. What other way to get attention and troll Caucasians on your timeline to make them feel guilty than talk about race? Whenever there's a race story, unfortunate or not, they side with it already. They repost it, retweet it, talk about it. No solution made. Chicks like that are Carrie Champion and Jemele Hill in their prime. They're not talking about shit. Give it to Jemele Hill. You hit the prime slot on ESPN and you took it as your time to talk about Colin Kaepernick and Donald Trump fucked up the bag big time. Neither here nor there. They're going to talk about this whole nonsense. The slogan, protect black women, which pretty much got reinitiated after this Tory Lanez incident. But let's be honest and let's be real. Replaying Malcolm X and all that shit, a lot of, pretty much 99% of black women in this Western world would not side with Malcolm X if he was alive today. But let's check it out.
All right, so who do we have for FOH? Carrie?
Okay, so this is a conversation I have had with every single one of my girlfriends, and now I will have it with you all. It's about Meg Thee Stallion. So Meg Thee Stallion alleges Tory Lanez, we don't know if he's her boyfriend or not, shot her. And this has been happening for some time. They were at a party, allegedly, Kylie Jenner's house. They were coming back from the party. An argument ensued while they were in the truck, and for some reason, she was shot in the foot. Tory Lanez has been suspiciously silent through all of this. But most recently, he did what, Jay?
Yeah,
How was he suspiciously silent when a gag order was put on him after he had basically made an album pretty much defending himself and calling people out? These women, pretty much for the most part, liberal women do not do their research. They see 15-second clips on Instagram and then they go about their business. They repost it. Their mind is already made.
Instagram post, allegedly, basically, it pretty much blamed Meg Thee Stallion for her own shooting. And Tory Lanez liked that post. And it was really sad because the reason she went to IG Live to explain what happened, according to her, Tory Lanez and his people have been going around to the media spreading lies and misinformation to try to make her look as if she somehow incited this violence and deserved this violence against her. It gets back to a conversation you and I have had privately 1,000 times.
Oh, y'all peeped that? With that blue Smurf hair and whatnot. So many people are doing that, man. People got to pay attention. But just look at what Meg Thee Stallion does real quick while she was responding to all of this hoorah and whatnot about this incident.
Lies and misinformation to try to make her look as if she somehow incited this violence and deserved this violence against her. It gets
right there. She did it twice. Throws up the 666 hand signal just to let everybody know what time it is. She's playing her part. It's all an act. It's all a big show. Why, after that incident happened, nobody was talking about Meg Thee Stallion. It was looking slow for her. Let's be real. She was fighting for her album with Carl Crawford and whatnot. This incident happens, she blows up. Has the song of the year, quote unquote, WAP and whatnot. Now she's rocking Calvin Klein, song of the year, artist of the year. List goes on. We got to ask why. How? You know what I'm saying? Why would they put a gag order on Tory Lanez? Why would they do these things? Are they trying to hide something? That's what we got to ask. But they want us to automatically protect them. Protect who? There's dudes out here that might see a female get into something and that dude isn't even here. Random woman is not getting protected because they could care less about the random man. Let's be real. They only care about people with status, famous for the most part. But like I said, not to drift, Megan's throwing up the hand signal to let everybody know who's in the know. She knows what she's doing. She got it under control.
To a conversation you and I have had privately 1,000 times. I know you've had it a lot, as you mentioned, with other girlfriends of yours and other friends, is the lack of support for Black women, especially if we are showing that someone within our community hurt us. If a Black man has hurt us and
y'all ain't show that shit. Just like y'all was talking about when y'all started this segment, everything is alleged. Nothing has been proven. This video is from 2020, but this just shows you how quick people are to rush to judgment. Nobody saw anything, but it must have happened.
the nerve to actually speak to how we've been hurt, we're immediately branded a traitor. We're a snitch in this case. I'm like, how you gonna snitch when you're the victim of the crime? Right? It's not like her and Tory were doing a burglary together and she told on Tory Lanez. He shot her. Think about this, Carrie. You've been shot by somebody. And she said that she didn't want to name him to the police.
Because they were killing black people and black men left and right.
Get the fuck out of here with that nonsense. She didn't want to say that. It was Tory Lanez because they were killing black men and black people left and right. And they want brothers out here in the Western world to believe this bullshit propaganda. They want you to live in fear, be scared of every fucking Caucasian you see. Meanwhile, these women just want a Caucasian man. Quiet as kept.
She had the wherewithal when she was shot to say, guess what? I don't want anybody to get hurt. I don't want the police to actually come after Tory. Let me lie. She had the wherewithal in that traumatic moment to do that. It breaks my heart. Every single time I see a black woman defending a black man and he doesn't come to her rescue.
I bet it does, because in all honesty, you're not even in favor of those relationships. We've never seen you with any so-called black man at all. I've never seen you with a black man my whole life, Carrie Champion. For as long as I've seen those greased up legs on NBA Coast to Coast, I have never seen you with a brother. One's got to wonder. This is just an act. Is this what these people have to do to be on TV, to have blue check marks next to their name, subscribers and followers and whatnot? Is this what they have to do? These women have no interest in any black man at all. You could talk about Jemele Hill in that relationship, quote unquote, that she's in. We don't know shit about that. That dude could just be a stand-in. You know what I'm saying? To fulfill her little persona as this black queen and goddess and whatnot. Big time pro-black woke warrior. Meant to take down all the white supremacists left and right. You know what I mean? Carrie Champion. We've seen this chick hugged up on Ryan Russillo that used to work at ESPN. We see the glitter in their eye. Come on. Bros, we gotta stop falling for the banana in the tailpipe. Just cause it sounds good when a sister talk about, I'm tired of black men getting treated. That's all for attention, bro. We don't even see them chicks talking like that with a brother or in a relationship. And besides the point, we got to understand that they support the alternative lifestyle. So how much do they really love black men? They could get all of the LGBTQ community to protect them.
so many years, if not since the beginning of time, we as black women spend our lives defending black men. Our
Bitch, where? Where at? Who, the attorneys? What, the defense attorneys? Come on, man.
issues, our motives, our standards always are set aside so that we can promote you guys. And by you guys, I'm
Where? Carrie Champion. My whole time of knowing you, I've never ever in my lifetime seen you speak like this when you were more in your prime. Like, how long has it been since you've been on Coast to Coast? Showing them legs like you are right now. I mean, them knees caps is old, man. Sheesh. Bro, listen, man. These liberal chicks that's in the corporate world are more concerned with their status and their bread when they're on the up and up. But now when they get older, the options start decreasing. Gravity is slapping them left and right. They still holding up all right, but let's be real. Now they want to talk about race. They build up brothers. Where at? Were you doing that on ESPN when you was interviewing Floyd Mayweather about his domestic violence case or assault case that he was involved in? Were you building him up? Were you trying to be there for him in that unfortunate incident? Or were you trying to grill him? Was it your opportunity to grill him for maybe a promotion or who knows? Get them ass cheeks slapped behind the curtain. Who knows?
black men. We know that they are out there killing black men. We know that that is a horrible issue facing our society right now. But when we are in trouble, when we find ourselves down, we are labeled a snitch. We are told that we are trying to stop you all.
That we're
Bitch, where? Where is this happening? In all honesty. And bros, chicks on your timeline will see little bullshit or tidbits from this scene and repost it as if it's valid. Like I said, 15-second tidbits. Won't even watch the full clip and side with it automatically. Why? Because they're women. Feminists first.
it's the black man.
When I,
It-
you
it's,
can,
it's really, it's just,
it's frustrating
Yes.
because it hurts.
right.
That's the bigger issue. And I'm sure
Bro, they're talking with no authenticity at all. Look at the body language. Look at the facial expressions. Jemele Hill can't stand black men at all. She said that we are the straight. We are. What the fuck did this bitch say? She said that straight black men are the white men of black men or black community. Some nonsense like that. But meanwhile, you still have people out there that rock with her hard body. What side of the fence are you on? The liberal side ain't it at all, bruh.
we're talking about right now will hurt. And we will get a lot of backlash and people will be angry. But it's time to not only, one, listen to the black woman, you have to protect us. What did Malcolm X say?
The black woman is the most disrespected woman in America.
Oh my goodness, man. She had to change the topic quick. I had to cut her off. Need to listen to y'all and protect y'all. But every time we listen and we reply, it's the wrong reply. It's the wrong response. Every time we try to tell you our opinion, they don't like the answer. Instead of being a captain save-a-hoe for the community and whatnot, bros got to understand that'll never work. We just got to stop the whole notion just thinking that all women need to be protected. This is the whole reason why a woman needs to be with her man and you should be fully protected. But on the flip side, you're going with the narrative of being strong and independent. So which one is it? If you're strong and independent, how can somebody that you're saying you not dependent on be liable to protect you. You're claiming yourself as a separate corporation, a separate nation for the most part. Shouldn't you be protecting yourself?
I think that's the part of the ladder of the hierarchy in America that black men don't understand. They still have male privilege. Okay, we're at the
Bros, what Jemele just did there was a liberal tactic, and she just gaslighted the conversation talking about black men have male privilege and whatnot. Don't fall for the banana in the tailpipe. It's going to get you into a convo that will go nowhere fast. That'll get you talking about, you're not going through this. I've been through this as a black man, yada, yada. And then she's going to talk about, well, you ain't got to talk about the beauty standard that's not addressed to you. You ain't got to deal with this sex. That's not going to go nowhere. It's not going to go nowhere fast. That's why they don't understand the politics and the dynamics the way we see it. They will never see it like us. Even the mothers, they will only view it as being a mother that's protective of their sons, living in fear. Now she's raising up this little boy to be a victim. It's only going to give you a headache talking to these females, talking about there's misogyny with the black man. Who, bitch? Only the ones in power, and who's in power right now? I'll wait.
because we have to ultimately battle both race and sexism. And it's hurtful that in our own community, we can't talk about the misogyny that we face from other black men.
Because
Where, Jemele? Jemele. I'm trying to figure out for the whole duration of watching these two on ESPN come up from all of the shows that are under the main ones. Talk about highlights, statistics, and whatnot. Jemele with Michael Smith talking about Comic-Con, being goofballs on his and hers. To now, they're talking about misogyny and black male privilege. Women gotta understand this, the regular Jane and Joes. They're not living like you. How can they speak about your plight when they're not living it? That's what liberals don't get. They're borderline lunatics because they only see it one way. They hear a black man with common fucking sense speak up and tell them, yo, this shit ain't it. Now you're the enemy. Period, point blank. There's no other way to look at it. You could try to have a civil conversation, but it's not going to go anywhere. This bitch, Jemele Hill, is acting like she's going to community college, working 2 to 3 jobs. This bitch on the podcast was talking about how she's about to buy a Maserati. So that's where white privilege, white supremacy, misogyny, chauvinists, that's where it got her. People got to wake up.
afraid and we don't want the backlash and we don't want to be perceived as someone who's not protecting our own. My feeling is this, Jay. It's time for them as in black men, step up and protect us. Stop pitting us against one another.
First and foremost, black women. I'm talking to the whole collective for the most part because we got a lot of wonderful ones that are on their shit, on their grind. They know what time it is out here. Y'all need to protect yourself. We're talking about millions upon millions of abortions year in, year out. And you support the party that encourages you to do so. Sacrifice your child left and right. You need to protect yourself from going out every other weekend or damn near every weekend. For those that need babysitters, those without, inserting different cocks inside of your vagina. Then on the flip side, blame all men for your choices. You need to protect yourself first and foremost. Then, if that works, then you're going to have a man, if you're blessed, that's going to protect you. But these women ain't even interested in black men. Especially not Carrie Champion. So what the fuck is she talking about? Who is she talking to?
Stop having social media fights where they see two black people, man and woman, fighting one another. It's disgusting, quite frankly.
More than anything, I need black men to check other black men. And that's definitely what we don't.
And you know what we need? We need black women, so-called, in their right mind, on their shit to confront and tell these liberal, lunatic black women of the Western world what time it is. Check them on their bullshit. Tell them when they're being a thought. Bring shame back. Tell them all that tomfoolery with talking about abortion, sex work, and all that fuckery is not going nowhere fast. There's so many happy chicks you gonna catch on your feed doing their shit in a relationship and whatnot. You not hearing these girls talk about fucking abortion. These girls love life. Why the fuck would they be talking about abortion? You only got these chicks that's miserable as fuck. They support the alternative lifestyle. They're fucking popping prescription pills. They're the ones talking about abortion. Getting high as shit all day, all night. Watching porn. Going to sleep, rinse and repeat. Going to a job they hate. Talking about abortion, killing life. Of course, you hate yours. So why would you care about another's? Bros, man, we gotta wake up and peep game.
Okay. Like already the support for Meg has been trickling at best. And yet it reminds me of when Snoop Dogg, when he took off on Gayle King, right? The number.
Hey, listen. What Snoop Dogg did with Gayle King, and if people don't remember, that's basically when Gayle King, not too long after Kobe died, you're trying to ask Lisa Leslie, who's a close friend to Kobe, about the incident in Denver. The sexual assault case. The perfect time to ask about that when somebody's grieving about a friend, about a very notable figure who people will get into a fight over if you say the wrong thing about their fan, man. You think that's the perfect time to ask about a sexual assault case. So whatever Snoop Dogg said about her, it is what it is. It's fair game. Because you already took the gloves off speaking about this man that just passed. Asking about sexual assault case instead of asking about his last game or some shit. Come on.
Black men who came riding to his rescue was an infinite list, all right?
So you're upset that so-called black men didn't jump on Snoop Dogg for attacking Gayle King. That's what you're upset about. So I'm just trying to figure this out. Instead of you saying that it wasn't right at all, you're just talking about the outcry of support that Snoop Dogg got for jumping on Gayle King. Do we see where we're going with this, right? The liberals only want you to side with the liberals. It doesn't matter. They have no morals.
Castigating Gayle King. And I'm not saying that what she did was right. What I'm saying is that the level of vitriol that was shown.
Jemele Hill is saying a lot while saying nothing at all. She's not going to say if she was right. She's not going to say if she was wrong. That's telling us all we need to know right there. Not only can she go against another liberal black woman in the media, even if that woman is wrong, she don't really give a shit about you. Period, point blank. She don't give a fuck about how the black woman treats you in public, in the media. She doesn't give a damn about that. Because she would have said something about that. She's more concerned. She's more worried about. She's pissed off, quite frankly, of the reaction Snoop Dogg got from attacking or from giving Gayle King a piece of his mind. She's more worried about that. Too many pro-blacks, woke warriors, and brothers out here lost in the sauce actually think that this female gives a shit about them. When she takes the mask off, along with all of that fucking makeup and whatnot, she goes to sleep just fine, dreaming of white men.
Gayle King was really astounding over a question.
I thought in my mind, she is a
So you see what liberal girls always try to do? They always want to downplay shit. They say some nonsense to you. You reply, "Oh, I was just joking. You're so serious." Nah, bitch, you was not joking at all. What you said was serious. I gave you the response you may or may not have been looking for, and now you want to say that you're joking. They always want to say some shit to see how you react. You let it fly, that's your wrong move. I was just joking. Fuck out of here. No pun intended, because that's the name of this segment, FOH.
She's 60 some odd years old. Is there any level of respect for her at all? I know she's failed. I know she's made.
So since we want to talk about self-respect or the level of respect and whatnot, Miss Carrie? What about Kobe being a father? What about his daughter? She's a so-called black woman, right? In the making. What about protecting her mental well-being? But you guys are supporting, or you guys are trying to give the benefit of the doubt to Gayle King, another black woman, for doing some fuck shit. Then again, these are liberal black women, bro. They don't like being held accountable for nothing. Not their actions, not their words, not even their thoughts. We should worry about her age. Age ain't nothing but a number, man. We don't care about that. She should be old enough to know better. If she wasn't fit to do the job or conduct the interview, she wouldn't be doing so. So since we want to talk about protecting black women, what about his daughter? Period. What about the black women that actually view Kobe as an idol or an icon, an example, learning from his skills and mentality, things like that? So fuck his whole image, what he stood for and whatnot. Let's point out this little blemish that has gotten solved over 15 years ago. Let's bring that shit up. Bros, this is what they support. Accountability is not something they know about. Don't even try to explain it. It's something you know, or you just don't. Or you willingly block it out of your mind. It is what it is, though.
We watch y'all make mistakes day in and day out, and we stay quiet.
Correct.
We stay quiet when you guys fail, and then we come to your rescue when you win. And
Get the fuck out of here. All you do is celebrate wins. Like I said, this is the same bitch that was grilling Mayweather. I bet all you saw was bad because, let's be honest, ESPN SportsCenter, y'all love publicizing when a brother is in the news, got arrested, domestic, divorced, the list goes on. Come on, man, miss me with the bullshit, Carrie. We've never seen you speak like this. You don't give a shit about no brother. Be honest.
you need our help. We stay quiet when we know that you have done something colossally wrong because we have a hard time, as we discussed, going after especially our successful black men in public. We hate to do it because we know how hard it takes. It takes a long time for you to get to that level, and we don't want to look like we're bringing you down. But they have no problem bringing us down.
None at all. None at all. So everybody who's been on Meg's case who hasn't supported her, y'all can get the FOH out of here. See, I don't.
You two old heifers could get the FOH. Yo, bros, I hope y'all paying attention, man. These liberal black women don't give a fuck about you. They feel like you're their competition. They feel like they have to be a step over you. They feel like they have to control you, rule you, tell you what to do. You need to be on their side, the woman's side. If you're opposed to anything that has to do with the empowerment, feminazi movement, or whatever that falls along those lines, bro, you're automatically the enemy, the coon. They don't want nothing to do with you, and you could get the FOH out of here. Just another ploy to pin the black man against the black woman. Bros are on game. Put somebody on. I'm out.